On Saturday night, New Year's Eve, the Georgia Bulldogs will play the Ohio State Buckeyes right up the road in Atlanta at the Peach Bowl for a chance to go to the national championship. Now, let's first say as a disclaimer that it has been proven in the playoff era that it's not easy to repeat. It's not happened one time, but Georgia will attempt to be the first team to do that if they can beat Ohio State and then beat the winner of the Michigan TCU game. This is not going to be easy. Ohio State and Michigan and TCU have all had great seasons, and they're all very good teams. But at least on paper, with what we have to go with, you have to like Georgia's chances to win the next two games and to repeat as national champions. To be honest with you, when you look at the matchup between Georgia and Ohio State, Georgia checks off a lot of boxes. They have a lot of advantages in this game. And there's no doubt, I want to make sure everyone knows that we all should respect Ohio State's talent. They have C.J. Stroud, who's a very good quarterback. They have Marvin Harrison Jr., who is an outstanding wide receiver. They have quality receivers, elite receivers, but they don't have the quantity that Georgia has. So it's a little bit different offense. We're going to absolutely know who Georgia's going to try to defend on Saturday night, while the Buckeyes are going to have to kind of get a dartboard out and take a shot at who may be the leading receiver for the Bulldogs, because it could be one of 6, 7, 8 people. That's how diverse and how deep this receiver group is between the wide receivers and the tight end. So that's an advantage for Georgia. You have to feel that them being at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, only an hour away from their campus, is an advantage for UGA, although I still hear a lot of UGA people in Middle Georgia who are not going to go because they don't have enough of the points to get a ticket. So that's going to be interesting to see. But I don't think there's any doubt, even if with all the corporate tickets, there should be a lot of Bulldog fans there. But the difference in this game, once again, is going to be the Georgia defense. While, yes, Ohio State has a great quarterback and a very good receiver, they are down a running back and down another receiver, and that's not going to be good. You need all of your weapons when you play this Georgia defense. So, yes, LSU did score some points on Georgia in the second half of the SEC championship game, but I really believe that's because LSU came out at halftime and said, look, we're down by 25 points. We can't run on this team. Let's just try to throw it and see if they can make some mistakes and put some points on the board. And they put 20 points on the board in the second half to get to 30. Well, that's fine, but I really don't believe, even if Ohio State has the same game plan, that when push comes to shove, if Ohio State can stand with Georgia for 45, 50, 55 minutes, that in the end, they're going to be able to get the best of Georgia's defense. This defense for Georgia still locks down once they get into that red zone. But let's give credit to that Georgia offense. And again, ask the question, okay, if someone can score 30 points on Georgia, like LSU did, can Georgia's offense be stopped? They couldn't against LSU when they scored 50 points, and I don't think they can against Ohio State either. Ohio State's got a good defense, no doubt about it, but they don't have the speed that Georgia has. That's a difference from all accounts, is the athleticism is there, but they don't have the same speed, and there is a difference. So Georgia has a great chance to win this game, and I think obviously the leadership of Stetson Bennett, the fact that he's been there before, he's done this, he's been in these big games, is a huge key for Georgia. So I know this is going to be a big shock. Yes, I'll take the Bulldogs to win this game and to advance to the national championship on January the 9th.